Rich Gonzalez from Prep Cal Track. We're at the 2024 Nike Cross Nationals. We're with Chase Frazier, the head coach of San Juan Capistrano Cross Country Club. During the season, they are JSerra, one of the California Powers, fresh off their fourth consecutive Division IV state championship, making their third appearance here at Nike Cross Nationals. 2 years ago, as an at-large team, finished 21st. Last year, as an automatic, I believe it was 13th place. Third trip to Nike Cross Nationals. First off, Chase, what would you say you've learned the most about NXN now giving you a third go around here?
Well, I think we've learned how to deal with the weather a little bit better. We've learned to deal with the course a little bit better. We've learned to deal with a race that has more than a few individuals in it, you know, in the range of like 40 athletes that are on non-scoring teams, and we've come as a team each and every time. So really the way the meet works, how the meet operates, making sure, you know, we're actually doing our course jog the right direction, which we had a little issue with the first year. So every year we come back, get stronger, get better, get more familiar with this group and running in an elite field. And I think we've made the steps each year to kind of help that season end goal. I mean, you know, there's a lot of things that go on throughout the season, and we don't only define our success by making it here, but it definitely is a goal of ours, and we're so happy to be back.
A lot of people, because of the success you've enjoyed in recent years, they pretty much assume it's a lot of the same faces. This year, it's a very different crew from last year at NXN. I believe you mentioned just one of the 5 scorers are back from last year. Is that correct?
Yeah, one of the top 5. 3 girls from the race are back, but you know, and it's not necessarily new faces on our team, but new faces that made the 7 this year. So a lot of these girls were on the team last year. I mean, we had Hayden Groger running for us at the state championship last year, but didn't make the trip to NXM because we were trying to rest and get one of the athletes back. So that's what I love about this team is when they're called upon, they step up to the occasion, and each and every one of them has been waiting their turn, and they all absolutely, you know, enjoy being here and have worked really hard to get here, and I'm very happy with this group and their cohesion all season long.
You know, each of the regions here at NXN has some power programs. In California, obviously it's your squad is one of those. The difference is, unlike some of the other regions, those are larger school powers. You're a smaller school, Division 4 out of 5, you know, in the state based on enrollments. How, with the limited numbers, do you guys remain ultra competitive and focused on high goals? What's kind of where did you get that from, the philosophy?
Yeah, we're a smaller school, but we're very, you know, we're a really big athlete-driven school. Out of our 1,250 to 1,300 students, I'm not sure exactly our enrollment number, but about 850 of those kids are, you know, do sports at JSerra, and they're athletes at JSerra. So it's a small school with population, but, you know, a large school when it comes to athletes that are coming to the school to produce at the highest level, to you know, be one of their be at their very best, and be surrounded with a lot of athletes that are, you know, like-minded, like the iron sharpens iron type of situation. We've got a group that, you know, gets each other better each and every day. So even though, yeah, we are that smaller school, we have like, you know, pretty big spirit when it comes to our track team and our cross-country programs.
I know you have to plan quite a bit for each race, you know, and obviously this was no exception. What's trickiest to prepare for when it comes to something like Nike Cross Nationals?
You know, I guess it's the unknown with the competition, being able to, you know, not really compete against these type of teams all year long. So being able to run against new faces is different. So strategies, you know, unless you're watching races online and trying to figure things out, it's a little different. In our division, in Division 4, we've got, you know, a lot of gaps up front where, you know, we're not a Division 1 school, so learning to run on our own and then apply that type of team pack strategy in these bigger races has kind of been the key for us. You know, so, you know, we're really accountable with what we need to do, and then we need to control that in a massive field of athletes, and, you know, throughout the conditions as well. You know, we're expecting some rain tomorrow, so, like, you know, there's going to be a lot of distractions out there, but if we can, you know, run amongst ourselves and stay close to each other, then we're going to do pretty well.
You mentioned the fact that, you know, oftentimes in Division 4 at some meets, you guys are running on your own, and it's because of your elite level that the kids have been competing at. Tomorrow, no one's going to be alone. There's a lot of good people all over that course. What's the mantra you've been preaching to your kids to get them ready for this kind of a race?
Control what we can control, and do what we've practiced all year long. We stage a lot of time trials on our campus, you know, where we're, you know, running as a group, and that's kind of been our strength. I think we've only had one race this season where we're above 45 seconds in team spread 1 through 5. So they've done that really, really well all year long in the big races like Woodbridge and Clovis, as well as our CIF races. Where we are a little bit more on our own a little bit. So I think it's what happens at practice each and every day. With our warm-ups, with our cool-downs, we're not a team that's going to be spread out. We're not going to be a team that is going to have a few runners up here, a few back here. I mean, they're going to stick together through everything. So when we do that all year long, keep practicing it. We expect to perform it on race day. It's really like kind of the JSerra way and kind of our routine out there.
What is the big goal for this weekend?
Keep getting better. The first year we were 21st out of 22 teams. Last year we jumped up to 13th out of the 22 teams. So to get ourselves into the top 10 would be great. But my mindset with the girls team is, if we run our race, we should have a chance to be inside the top 10 and let some other teams see what they can do. Some of them may be here for the first time. Some athletes that maybe have a big tradition of being here still have maybe some new athletes on the team, and they've got to be able to step up and do it. And I think this is a race, an experience, a course, that has a lot of distractions. There's a lot of big things. I mean, you're talking with professional athletes out there. You're talking with, kids from other schools from across the country. So for you to maintain and stay focused through all this is something that is probably, it's going to get better with experience. And we've got a group, that's had that's helping the other girls through it. So I'm really happy with where we're at, going into this race. I think this is the most loose and comfortable and together we've been since the last 3 years we've been here. So I'm excited to see them perform tomorrow and see what, we've been antsy. We've been waiting for a race like this. We've had, since Clovis Invitational, we haven't had a race with this much talent on the line next to us. So I think we're surrounded by two individual groups. I think it's the Heartland and maybe the Southwest or something like that. And so we know we have really fast athletes right next to us. Where all five of them are going to get off the line quick, so we're excited for that start.
All right, Chase Frazier, JSerra High School, San Juan Capistrano Cross Country Club, competing this weekend at the 2024 Nike Cross Nationals for the third year in a row. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks so much.